Well, it's a great time of the evening. It's between almost dusk, as we used to call it. And I am so happy. I've been trying to play my song for the last, I don't know, maybe I've done about 8 or 9 takes. So this is the last one. Hopefully I'll get it this time. But, you know, I just have had such a marvelous day, such a wonderful day. I started out this morning, I got a call from a very dear, dear friend, someone that I just love so much. I've loved him since I was 15 years old, and he's one of my homeboys, and I was just so happy to hear from him because he's been going through some physical challenges the last couple of months and been pretty tough. But you know, he's a tough man though, you know, and a strong man. And I'm just so happy that he came through. You know, God answers prayers, doesn't he? And I know there must have been a lot of people praying for my dear friend, one of the loves of my life. And and I just, I'm not going to give you his name, but I know if you're listening in, my dear friend, I just want you to know that I'm so happy that you're able to come home at last. And I want you to know that I love you. I bless you. I have faith in you. And most importantly, I realize God in you. And I'm just praying that there'll be tons and tons and tons of blessings just falling all around you with good friends and love and peace and money substance and every good thing that you need. And that you'll be blessed with good health, and the best is yet to come. I love you. And I'm sending this out to my friends that are tuning in as well, that you might be blessed as well. I told you that when a lot of my friends on Facebook, I said I was going to play a song when I learned one on my banjo. Well, I've just learned my first song. It's not perfect yet. But it's okay. I'm doing pretty good. I'm just excited. I have learned how to use a claw hammer, do claw hammer banjo. That's what it's called. It's the old original type of banjo picking. And so anyway, I want to do a song for you that actually takes me home to the hills of West Virginia. It's called My Home's Across the Blue Ridge Mountains. And this song just gave me a story, a true story. I grew up down in the hills of West Virginia, down in a valley. We called it Kanawha Valley. I think it was named after Native Americans. And it was surrounded by a mountain, beautiful mountains. And I remember I used to love to go out on the back porch and look up at the mountains. They always were so strong and powerful and beautiful. And it was just a wonderful place to grow up as kids because in the summertime when school was out, first thing we'd do was head for the hills. We'd go up in the mountain. We called it the hill, going up in the hill. And we were very fortunate because there were stone steps in the side of the mountain. I don't know how many steps there were. I've tried to find out, but so far nobody that grew up with me knows how many there were. But there were stone steps. I think probably if I were going to estimate, maybe between 50 and 80 steps that you could climb up. And when you get to the top, there was a beautiful park, and they had swings and merry-go-round and all kinds of activities for the kids. And we had a director by the name of Mr. Hobson, and he'd be there in the summer helping us to have fun and looking out for us too. And what memories I had. I remember my mother too used to come out on the back porch when it was time for us to come in, and she'd holler up at the mountain. She'd say, "Jody," that was my brother, "Dolores." We come on in because we know it was time for dinner. But anyway, people ask me, why don't you go home? You love West Virginia so much, and I do. But I haven't been home since the late 70s. And I'll tell you why. All that beautiful mountain that I grew up beside, it's all gone now. It seems that the state, many years ago, they decided that they wanted to build a superhighway. So they came right through my neighborhood, and all that is gone now, and they shaved off the top of the mountain and built the highways there. So it's all gone, but you know, time does pass on. But I'll tell you, I haven't been home because I don't want to see it as it is now. I would much rather remember it as I knew it, and it always be in my mind and in my heart. And so this song, this kind of takes me back to those days. Sorry. My home's across the Blue Ridge Mountains. My home's across the Blue Ridge Mountains. My home's across the Blue Ridge Mountains. Ain't never gonna see you anymore. How can I stop crying? How can I stop crying? No, how can I stop crying? Ain't never gonna see you anymore. My home's across the Blue Ridge Mountains. My home's across Blue Ridge Mountains. My home's across the Blue Ridge Mountains. Ain't never gonna see you anymore. Ain't never gonna see you anymore. Room for improvement, I know. I know.